When a case comes to me, I can get on the system. All I really need to know is the date and the approximate time, which I can get off of a citation. And I can get on my computer here, pull it up by date and time, click, and there I have my video. And there's a lot of downtime on these in traffic stops. You can have as much as 45 minutes of what appears to be nothing happening, and that's a lot of communication with dispatch or whatnot. So I can easily move it forward to the point where there's going to be some activity and save myself a lot of time and get to basically the meat of the case.
The old adage, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and it is true with the in-car camera. Anything you may roll up on or come across, anything from a pursuit to a fight in the middle of the street. You know, the camera's there and capturing everything, and it does not require anyone to be there with the camera running it. If the camera can see it, it captures it.
It's nice to use, whether you're dealing with a disorderly subject or if you're dealing with just a plain traffic stop. If you get a red light violation, you catch it on camera, because as soon as you click on your lights and sirens, it videotapes 30 seconds prior, so you actually have it on video where that guy going through the red light, or any other kind of situation that you have. It's pretty nice. So.
It's extremely helpful to have both the video and the audio. Sometimes it cuts in a defendant's favor, sometimes it cuts in the state's favor, but my job is to get to the truth, and more often than not, we can avoid even getting it to the courtroom.
It's nice to use if you're out there by yourself. If you're watching one subject and you got another subject out there, you can go back to, after you're done talking to that subject, you go back, and if you think the other subject was doing something, you can rewind it, see what he was doing. Maybe he tossed something to the side or something, or something you just didn't catch on the way. If you're in a vehicle pursuit, you're trying to follow that car, you're trying to focus in on the car, make sure he's not going to hit anybody. Then later, after the pursuit's over, you go back and you're watching the tape and you see the passenger throw something out the window. You can go back and find out what he threw out the window. If supposedly the subject had a gun and you stop the vehicle and there's no gun, review the tape and you see him throw the gun out the window.
What I know from my administrative position is that when we have citizens' complaints, generally speaking, since we've had video in the cars, the video 99% of the time will substantiate the actions of the officers. Once in a while, they substantiate the complaint. Either way, it's good, because if it substantiates the complaint, then we can correct problems that we have internally. And if it shows that the officer's actions were appropriate, then that obviously is good from the perspective of the officer and the organization, that we can show, no, we've done things properly, and we can demonstrate that.
Trying to get the citizens, or even the people that we deal with on the other side of the spectrum, that are going to make complaints that aren't truthful. If you're videotaping and you're recording it, they come into the chief or the sergeant or lieutenant, say, hey, Officer Krim did this and this and this and this, and the sergeant comes up to me like, Officer Krim, did you say this to that subject? Like, no, I didn't. Like, okay, were you recording it? Yeah, I was. You go back, you review the tape. It pretty much stops that situation from getting any further.
In dealing with community relations, it really does help clear up misperceptions or miscommunications or rumor mongering around town. Having a true and accurate record of what happens certainly helps the community and the police do their job.
The systems we utilized in the past were VHS tape based, which means all our recordings were on videotape. That didn't allow us the options that we have with the Arbitrator system, nor did it allow us to preserve for evidence purposes as easily as the Arbitrator system.
It's very simple to use, and it's all right there in front of you. I'm not very computer literate, but Once the system was installed in my car, like anything new, it just took a few times of playing with it and using it to become comfortable in its day-to-day use.
To me, the greatest benefit is just the quality of the video. It is head and shoulders above the quality of the system we previously had.
The main benefit of using Arbitrator for me is getting to the truth of a matter. A secondary benefit that's also very important is the convenience and the savings of time.
I'm also the department's assistant fleet manager, and I've been very surprised the durability with the system. Using it day to day in my assigned car, I haven't had any problems with the camera. And the way it is currently installed or mounted in the car, you see very little, if any, vibration as you're driving down the road. And it's like seeing the thing, the situation take place right in front of you.
The Arbitrator system is flawless. You know, we are able to capture real-time incidents and bookmark those incidents on the computer so we can go back and review them as they actually happened.
As far as durability, we've seen no issues of unreliability or it not being durable. Well, obviously, if we purchased Arbitrator, I recommend Arbitrator. And the reasons we purchased it were fairly straightforward. We are tough book users. That's a Panasonic system. Arbitrator is a Panasonic system. It integrates seamlessly with the tough book. Panasonic is a name that's been around a long time. It's a name that is highly held as far as video photography. It is also considered to be a really reliable brand name across product lines. So we felt secure in that. And the other thing is I just know, or at least I've always heard, that Panasonic lenses are about the best in the industry. And from what I can see from the quality of the video that we're getting right now, it's top-notch.
It's simple, and what we liked about it was there's no mechanical devices in it, and the equipment in and of itself is produced by Panasonic or made by Panasonic.
Well, we chose Arbitrator because it's a durable system, it's easy to use, and it has high-quality video recording.
What's changed is whenever we capture an incident or a violation from a traffic stop, you're able to come back now so you can review it. You can see what took place so you can document accordingly as to the chain of events that actually took place during your investigation.
I also like using it as a training tool, especially when it was new. When I made stops or had contact with individuals, I'd then go back into the car and review to see if I could do things a little better to help myself. You know, am I doing something that I'm not aware of? How can I do it better? So I think it's also a good training tool.
Yeah, we review cases all the time. You know, we use it for, you know, someone says, hey, you ever seen this before? And, you know, you pull up the system and, you get the OVIs or whatever that, the basic stuff that we use it for is, I use it a lot for interview and interrogation. You know, if you get a subject that you're out there on a theft or something like that, and you read the subject, their rights, and you always want to get that confession, whether it's a basic minor misdemeanor or up to a felony. You always want to get that confession because it makes your court case a lot easier. So you put them out in front of the camera. They don't know that they're on camera, or you say, hey, just to let you know I'm videotaping this, recording it. You can get that confession on camera. You don't have to bring them back to post, send them down to an interview room, put down your recorder or anything like that. You can do it right there on the scene.
Brilliant.
Dependable.
Get it.
Fabulous.
Easy.
Simple.
Purchase it. Spend the money.
If you want to review any of the other chapters included in this disc, return to the main menu and select the chapter you need. Thanks for watching.